In a world that never stops talking, we often forget a simple truth. Silence is not empty, it's full of answers. We're taught to speak up, to be loud, to make our voices heard, but real strength often comes from quiet moments of reflection. True power isn't found in the noise of a crowd, but in the calm that lets us see the world clearly. Think of a silent growing tree or the deep calm before a storm. These forces don't announce themselves, yet their strength is undeniable. Human strength can be quiet too, holding your tongue when others shout, listening when everyone else talks, thinking deeply before you act. This isn't weakness, it's self-control and wisdom that commands lasting respect. Our culture celebrates the extrovert, but we forget the power of the quiet observer and deep thinker. The world needs both bold speakers and quiet listeners. Embracing silence isn't about rejecting speech, it's about finding balance. By tuning out the constant chatter, we finally hear our own inner voice, intuition, creativity, and values. When we're always talking or consuming others' words, we lose connection with our internal compass. Choosing quiet creates space for clarity. We begin to understand what we truly think and want, separate from others' expectations. This is the first step toward authentic power. In silence, we find ourselves. We discover what matters most, and we realize that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply listen. The journey into quiet is a journey back to your true self. That's where real power begins. When you are silent, you can finally begin to listen, truly listen. Most people aren't really listening, they're just waiting for their turn to speak. True listening is an act of surrender, setting aside your own agenda to fully receive what someone else is saying. The benefits are immense. You gather information others miss, hear the hesitation in a voice, see the flicker of passion in someone's eyes. In any setting, business relationships, teams, the best listener holds the most power. They see the whole picture, not just the words spoken aloud. Listening builds connection. Your silent, focused attention tells others they matter. People open up more, share honestly, and feel a stronger bond with you. In a world where everyone fights to be heard, being the one who listens makes you rare and valuable. It's a quiet charisma. This practice changes you. You become more patient, empathetic, and wise. You see the world from multiple perspectives, not just your own. It reduces conflict because you respond to deeper needs, not just surface words. Silence isn't passive, it's an active process of understanding. It enriches you and everyone you interact with. The best communicators know real understanding begins in quiet. That's the secret to true connection. History is full of winners who mastered silence. Abraham Lincoln was known for quiet contemplation before making big decisions. His words carried weight because they came from deep reflection. Steve Jobs used silence in meetings, listening intently and pausing before speaking, making his words impactful. In sports, chess masters and poker champions succeed by observing quietly, absorbing information, and acting strategically. Phil Jackson, the Zen master, taught his teams to find inner calm, leading to legendary success. These leaders knew words can be cheap, but silence is rich with insight. Speaking less lets you see and hear more. Their silence was a sign of intense engagement, not withdrawal. True influence isn't about being the loudest, it's about being the most observant. Winners use quiet as their secret weapon. Silence builds respect and trust, more than a flood of words ever could. Comfortable silence signals quiet confidence. Those who fill every gap often seem insecure. Calm composure is magnetic. People see it as strength and stability. Trust grows when you offer undivided, quiet attention. People feel safe and valued. Leaders aren't made by giving the most orders, but by creating an environment where others feel heard. Speaking less makes your words more valuable. People listen when you finally speak. In negotiations, the quiet one often has the upper hand, gathering more information. In friendships, the best confidant is the one who listens without rushing to advise. Silence communicates respect and support, building stronger bonds than chatter ever could. Sometimes the most powerful statement is the one you don't say. Embracing silence doesn't require a dramatic change, just small, intentional habits. Try the 3-second pause before responding. It turns reactions into thoughtful replies. Schedule moments of quiet each day. Walk without your phone, sit in stillness, let your mind reset. In meetings, aim to be the last to speak. Listen, absorb, and then contribute with insight. Observe more. Pay attention to body language, tone, and the unspoken dynamics around you. These practices deepen your understanding and emotional intelligence. Silence is your training ground for mastering human connection. The more you practice, the more skillful and centered you become. In a noisy world, your quiet presence will set you apart. That's the ultimate key to winning in life.